cell phones and electronic devices at this time. We'd also like to remind you the taking of flash photographs during the show is prohibited.
Welcome to my one-woman show. Please take this time to silence your cell phones, and just a friendly reminder, please no talking during the performance. Follow me on Instagram. Thanks so much and enjoy the show. Am I an American woman? That's a loaded question. Sure, I'm American. I was born here, but I'm actually mixed. I'm half hummus Jew, half bagel Jew. My mom is Israeli, my dad is Larry David. Still, to this day, people ask me my ethnicity. I'll be walking down the streets of Brooklyn. People are like, yo, you Puerto Rican? Girl, you Armenian? Girl, you Dominican? I finally figured it out. They're not guessing my ethnicity. They're just projecting whatever they last jerked off to right onto me. Girl, you Mia Khalifa? I'm like, that's not an ethnicity. I was named after my grandmother, my living grandmother. I know, calm down, Jews. In Judaism, you're not supposed to be named after the living, but I am half Sephardic Jewish, and in Sephardic tradition, it dictates you can be named after the living. Yeah, she's dead now. Died of rectal cancer. The whole thing was just such a pain in the ass. Here we are, the Duplex, New York City. I wasn't always in New York, no. I actually grew up in a small shithole halfway down the shaft of America's penis. Location, Tampa. Backdrop, Hooters. Now, I was the youngest of 3 girls, conceived on my mother's birthday. I was an accident. 2 of those details I did not need to know. Apparently, when my mother was pregnant, my dad would go around and say, I don't care if it's healthy as long as it's a boy. I was a disappointment from the moment I started crowning. I soon learned that in order to make my father proud, I was going to have to live out.
About to begin. Soon you will see my entire existence unfold on stage. Now please, no talking. Bon voyage.
Sorry about that, guys.
And for group sales, add Eric Will's link in bio.
Sorry about that. So growing up as the only Jewish house in Tampa, we did not have any Christmas lights. Yeah, I used to go around and tell all the kids in the neighborhood that Santa Claus wasn't real. I was 5. I felt like it was
Oh my God, Esther, you scared me. What are you doing here? I thought you couldn't make it to the show. Go sit down. What do you think my opening? I have a ton of industry here from Nickelodeon. Surely. Did you get the tape that I said?
Eric, get that phone off the stage!
I said in the announcement, there's no talking, okay? So shh.
Do not shush me. Do not shush me on my one-woman show.
Your one show. This isn't my show, honey. I have a space till 10:30.
That's impossible. That's my time slot. I talked to Barbie. I gave her my
Who
deposit.
is Barbie? Thomas does the booking here. Just Thomas.
Is there anyone that
No representative here to help us suss this out?
Anyone work here?
Don't
Not
look us like a
fucking
nerd here.
IKEA. No one.
I'm calling
There is a
it.
paper trail
I am
and I'm gonna
calling
find
it.
it. I want to talk to
I'm on the phone.
Hi, this is Eric Williams calling from within the duplex. Regarding perhaps a double booking, perhaps a compulsive liar. By the way, this needs to be sorted out as soon as possible. Time is of the essence. You can call back at 3, 4, 5 to 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5. Esther, look. I just got off the phone with Duplex. They told me in our conversation that it is my space.
I heard you leave a message.
I can help you pack up.
Eric, why are you being so selfish? You just let me finish my one-woman show.
Let me finish my one-woman show. What's the running time of yours?
What's the running time of yours?
55 minutes. Shit. Okay. So, here's what we should do. I have to like move some stuff around. So my clothes are up to the middle, and my opening's already toast. So do you just want to split up the stage time evenly? I don't know, 35-20.
And abort half my pilot? Absolutely not.
Are you doing a pilot or a one-woman show?
No, see, it's a one-woman show that's about to get turned into a pilot. My manager is actually talking to a lot of people right now. Shirley, you have that script too by the end of the day.
Okay, fine. You know what? Let's just try to do them at the same time, okay?
You want to do the show together?
Do you see any other way out of it?
Fine. Being the youngest girl, I feel like I did not That's enough just to be funny. I have to be creative. I have to be
mirror situation.
What the hell? I can't hear myself think, okay? Are you happy? You would. Enjoy the stage, Eric.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
It's a 2-drink minimum, okay? Okay, Allison, we're going from the bottom of the top. I was born September 21st. In St. Louis, Missouri. And the day I was born, I wasn't even the star of the show. I shared top billing with my twin brother. Now, people always ask me if we're identical. I say, no, I'm 6'2". He is 5'4". I don't know what happened. That must have been gorgeous.
I can't. I'm sorry. I worked way too hard for way too long, and most importantly, I can't get the deposit back. So,
Esther, make up your mind. What are you doing?
I want to do my show.
Esther, we've been friends for over 11 years, which is crazy because I'm only 19. We know so much of each other's stories. Why don't we try to tell our stories together as one?
No. People do not want to see another gay guy, Jewish girl duo. The motif has been played out.
What are you even talking about? I can't think of a single gay guy, Jewish girl couple.
Will and Grace?
Oh, I love them.
Billy Eichner and what's her face?
The redhead.
Kate Brilliant and John
Are
Early.
they famous enough for this list?
I don't know. Hollywood and find out.
You're right, John is really good. Actually, we went to college together. They kind of said I was like a young John Curley. Doesn't matter.
We are so different from them. Like, think about it. Like me, right? Like, I'm extra. I'm sassy. I like guys. And you're a neurotic Jew bitch who tells it like it is.
Yeah, we are different.
And you have curly hair. Let's do this.
I stays until 10.
Get out! Get out!
Let's show the world the first ever 2-person
One woman show.
lights out.
Action.
Okay, I'm a twin. So, being a twin is crazy. I mean, people always ask us if we're identical, but like I said, he's much shorter than me. And you know what? Do you know what the odds are of having twins? It's actually pretty high when you're taking as many pills as my mom was. Was it God's plan? I'm not sure, but it was Dr. Schleschenbaum's. Now, one womb, 2 amniotic sacs. Now, I know you're all very interested in the chemistry of my birth, but to answer your next question, like, no, he's not also gay. But people always ask if we have ESP. I say, no, I only watch Bravo. It's crazy. My brother and I, we're close. We are close. It's just sometimes it's hard because he doesn't really like speak words, doesn't communicate verbally.
I can confirm that. Okay, Eric got all of the talking genes. Matt doesn't talk at all. Like he was in my pilot. He would barely get a co-star role.
Okay, drop him with the pilot, so.
Last time I hung out with his brother, it was like my birthright trip to Israel. It was just me standing there talking to a wall.
Roasting my brother.
I'm not roasting him. I'm being nice. I hate when people tell me I talk too much. I'm actually like giving him a compliment. I'm being nice.
You're right. You are so nice, Esther.
I think that Tampa and St. Louis have a lot in common.
Absolutely. They're both cities famous for their racism.
Tampa is the birthplace of the wet t-shirt contest, and St. Louis is the birthplace of your brother, a giant wet blanket.
Enough! Now, both cities have football teams that suck. You know, the LA Rams were the St. Louis Rams, and when they moved, people were pissed. Well, that's what I heard. I like to think someone once told me that Bernadette Peters is a better Gypsy Rose Lee than Patty LuPone. I don't care if it's a Broadhurst with a Lyceum. Patty's gonna give you a better everything's coming up rose. I didn't play a lot of sports.
I was too busy doing regional theater. Have you heard of Miss
Can we
Saigon?
segue to talking about my basketball?
We're getting there, babe. Hold on. God, where was I? So I don't play a lot of sports. Okay, you go.
I went to basketball camp with my sister, who, I don't want to put a label on it, but she does date women. It wasn't my choice to go to basketball camp. I wanted to go to dance camp, but my lesbian sister would rather sweat it up on the court with preteens in tank tops, so I just put a smile on my face and did my best to throw a three-pointer with a granny shot. But that's what it was like to be the youngest. I just had to go with the flow and please my two older sisters, which is probably why I became a comedian. I use jokes to diffuse their hormonal tension.
I wish I had sisters. Trying to steal my mom's mascara was like an LOL flight. Full-on interrogation.
I wish I had brothers. I think it's healthy to have a mix of both. Like, if you have a girl, she gets to be like, I'm a princess, and boys are like, sports.
Normative much?
Well, when you have 3 girls, it just becomes a contest of who can piss off your parents the most. I'm hoping that this show takes me to first place, but so far it's been a 3-way tie. Yeah, we all got matching neck tattoos.
Show them. Show them the tattoo.
Okay, so they told me it was the Celtic symbol for the power of 3. It's not. It's the Charm logo. Charm. They were obsessed with the show. I've seen 1 or 2 episodes, and now it's on my neck forever.
It's a rite of passage for every Tamper girl to get a neck tattoo.
And throw up her daiquiri on a jet ski.
The St. Louis rite of passage is walking down Del Mar and seeing how many people call you faggot. My brothers were so mean.
Which, especially Michael, not that I'm keeping track.
You know what? I wish I had the balls to look my brother in the eye and say, hey, you may be filing taxes in your 6-figure income, but you will never, ever be able to do a hitch gig. And I smack him back in the head with my heel. Ha! I qualify for Medicaid.
I want to take you guys all back to 2003, where I discovered my true life purpose, and the day I became a woman. That's right, my bat mitzvah. I still remember every word of my Haftorah.
I still remember every word of my Haftorah. Yes, I do. I seriously do. I brought my yacht. This is my yacht.
Okay. All right. What pair of my keys?
Sheket bevakasha. Sheket bevakasha.
I thought my theme was better than yours.
My theme was iconic. What was yours?
Hollywood. My mom went all out. Red carpet, paparazzi, the works. The florist practically threw out his back trying to get the casting couch into the Marriott.
Hollywood? Your theme was Hollywood? That's so broad.
Not broad, glamorous. I was manifesting my destiny.
Your destiny. Your theme was Hollywood, not gay bathhouse in the West Village.
Still manifesting? Why? What was your theme?
Well, we couldn't agree, and he wanted to do sports, I wanted to do Broadway. It's the tale as old as time. It was like the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It's all hostage, so we found a compromise.
I'm all ears.
Well, we landed, A to B to C on Austin Powers.
This is a Mike Myers movie?
Yeah, baby. We had 2 leopard print circular beds.
What'd you guys fucking bed?
We had pillow fights, sicko. We were 13.
Yeah, well, my bat mitzvah was the day I discovered my true life purpose. March 15th, 2003, I knew I was going to be a stand-up comedian.
You did stand-up at your bat mitzvah?
Yeah, my speech. I killed. Hi guys, give it up for your host, Canner Friedler and Rabbi Zach. Oh my God, did you guys see Canner's beard? It reminds me of a 70s porno, right? Giant bush. I did talk to Sisterhood President Shira What's-Her-Face, and she told me I couldn't do anything sexual, no incest, no violence. I'm like, oh, you mean like the Torah that you read every week? Yeah, don't worry. It won't be anything that bad. My parents were so cute this morning. They told me they don't care what I do as long as I'm happy and I marry someone rich and Jewish. I'm kidding. They don't care if I'm happy. A lot of look like Anne Frank? Can you see it? It sucks, right? She's like a 4. She's not that hot. I don't want to be compared to anyone less than a 7. Speaking of numbers and women, my mom is here today. She doesn't look a day over 60, which is crazy because she's only 43. People are like, oh, are you 2 sisters? I'm like, yeah, I'm going through menopause right now. Now, we all know why I'm here today. It's because this morning I woke up in a pool of my own blood. I'm kidding. I got my period when I was 11. Oh, there goes my granddad walking out. Don't worry, you guys. He's not upset. It's just his irritable bowel syndrome. Yeah, runs in our family genes. Well, I do want to take a second to talk about my Torah portion. It's about Vayikra, which means human sacrifice, or as my mother likes to call it, her entire life. You guys have been amazing. I'm getting my light, or is that the arc? Thank you so much! Thank you!
Jesus, your poor mother.
What? My dad wrote all my jokes.
My bar mitzvah was a day I realized I could sing. Like, this is like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. Now, picture this. All eyes are on me. And my twin brother, but mostly me. Standing there, 6 feet tall, 30 extra pounds of baby fat, but I wore it well. My brother's 5 foot nothing. It was so lopsided, we looked like a Picasso painting. And we had to sing together, but our voices could not have been more different. Like, his voice had not dropped, but mine had, and well, she sounded good. Velohe Sarah, Velohe Rita, Velohe Raphael,
Amen.
Michael, great job at that. I want to say that I know we had a really tough time coming up with a theme. I just want to say, Michael, I think Austin Powers will be great for us. I just want to say that, Michael, I love you. Fact. See you at the candy table. Like, I'm not gay, also. Like, not gay. I told people for the next 4 years. I was going to force myself to kiss girls while thinking about Ashton Kutcher. Don't get me wrong, I did finger a girl once. Yeah, I looked at her and I said, "You look terrible." The scene shifts. Chicago, O'Hare Airport. I'm at the food court with my mom. I'm a senior in high school on a trip looking for colleges. Now, out of the blue, my mom says to me,
Eric, is there anything you want to talk about? Eric, are you sure there's nothing you want to talk to me about?
I'm just trying to eat my orange chicken, Mom.
Are you sure there's nothing on your mind, Eric?
Oh, okay, well, I did like Northwestern, but I do think that Carnegie Mellon is still my top choice, but it doesn't really matter, because I can decide later. I'm sure I'll get into both of them. Spoiler, I got into neither.
I'm talking about colleges, Eric. Is there anything you want to talk to me in terms of your, I don't know, your sexuality?
Right. Sexuality.
I haven't really thought about it, except every waking minute of the lesson. 2% chance, and maybe you've had the idea once or twice, and they're like, "Mom, I'm gay." I'm gay. My song.
speaking of 69, Esther was walked in almost 69 in high school.
Hey!
Sorry, not my story to tell.
Thank you. So I was 69 with my husband. He was hot, now he owns guns. But he was 2 hours away in Fort Myers. But he was the only Jewish football player, and I was the only Jewish cheerleader, so I felt like it was meant to be.
You know what? I think the only reason why Esther wanted to cheer in high school is because she loves attention. The girl loves attention.
Okay, can I please talk for 5 seconds? I just sat through your entire pride parade, all right? Am I allowed to speak? Tony Kushner, do I have permission, cis male, to take up some space without being interrupted? Is that okay with you?
Oh my God, holy shit, the stage is yours, Jesus Christ.
Where was I? Oh yeah, JV cheerleading. I remember game nights. All the girls were so cute. Blonde hair, blue eyes, teeny tiny little Christian noses. Parents out on the field, all cute, just like,
Hi, I'm Taylor P. I'm Taylor K. I'm Taylor R.
everyone's name was Taylor for some reason. And then I would just get out there like, Ester Stein! I couldn't go to the homecoming game because it happened to fall on Rosh Hashanah. So I almost got kicked off the team. So yes, I do consider myself a Sandy Koufax of the South Korean cheerleading. Yeah, it was stressful. Now, I think about those cheers, and some of them may have lacked taste. Do it like the Army, shoot it, shoot it. Do it like the Air Force, soar it, soar it. Do it like the Navy, sink it. Who wrote these cheers? What's next? Do it like 9/11, knock 'em dead. That joke. The big day, of course, was the pep rally. The cheerleaders had to do a dance performance in front of the entire school, and now that I am like reflecting back, some of those cheerleading moves may not have been the most appropriate for 15-year-old girls.
Panthers, give it up for the JV cheerleading squad.
While Esther was sliding up on the field, I was busy getting ready for college, which meant the sex talk. Now keep in mind, my parents decided to give me and my twin brother separate sex talks in separate rooms minutes apart from each other, but my brother was first, you know? Wear a condom, have some fun, high five. My parents come into my room. 3 hours later, I'm in tears because I found out that older gay man would violate my tushy, and then I would get HIV. My mom's exact words were something like, "If you're not impressed by Rosh Hashanah, you will get AIDS by Hanukkah." No surprise, I came back for my first semester of college. I had this tickle in my throat, and I was like, "Oh my god, I got it. She was right." I went to get tested in downtown St. Louis, Missouri, where, of course, the results were negative because I always wear protection.
You're a virgin.
I was a virgin. So, of course, she is relieved, but I think a small part of her was disappointed she was wrong. Like, she hates being wrong. Almost as much as she hates the idea of her son getting AIDS. Like, there goes, there, mayor. For the next 4 years, I freaked out about AIDS, they freaked out about money, freaked out about bed bugs. Turns out, did not have AIDS, I was just undiagnosed OCD. And where do you think all these neuroses come from?
Eric, why are you so stressed out about money? Ooh, 2 for 1 Tropicana. Eric, did you remember to get your flu shot?
My family's in the pharmacy business. It's like a snake eating its tail. I mean, I think we single-handedly keep those doors open. It's the only place we can get wholesale Zyrtec.
Thank God for that pharmacy. Oh my gosh. My chronic UTIs were like my freshman year roommate. Would not go away.
I loved college.
Me too. It was always my dream to go to
New York City. Even in 6th grade, I knew I wanted to go to the Tisch School of the Arts.
That's where I met this amazing, funny, gay guy, Travis. Eric.
Oh yeah, Travis is cute actually. I saw him the other day on Grindr. So.
What are you doing on Grindr?
Casting. You can actually get a lot done on Grindr professionally.
College was very intense. We were in conservatory training for 9 hours a day. In our particular program, the Atlantic Theater School was very militant with their training.
We had to be in the classroom 15 minutes early and sit there in silence.
Don't get me started on the schedule.
A day in the life of an NYU Tisch acting student. 9 a.m. Speech class.
Anyone dead in the den? Dr. Reed or Detective Dental Decay and Dad's dentures. 10:15, Suzuki. 11:15, performance technique.
What is this? Becca!
What is it?
It's the tape. It's Danny's tape. You recorded over Danny's tape.
was on the tape. We were watching it last night.
I switched them.
What?
I watched Danny's tape later after you went to bed.
Why didn't you take it out of the machine?
Why didn't you check to see what was in there?
I assumed it was the TV tape.
Oh, Jesus, Becca!
There was one of the baby tapes.
No, the most recent one, the long one. The park was on it in Mexico.
How was I supposed to know?
At Christmas.
I thought it was a TV tape.
Well, it wasn't.
I know how it is.
So it's gone, the whole thing.
I know.
God's sakes!
12:30 lunch. So, like, who do you think in class is still a virgin?
It's not me, because I've had a lot of sex before. That's in St. Louis, I've had sex before. 12:30, Shakespeare!
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outsides have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much.
4:30, repetition class.
You're looking at me.
I'm looking at you. Your eyebrows move.
Oh, you're judging.
I'm judging.
You're judging.
You're judging.
You need to shave. You look like a bird and your nose is crooked.
You should really take care of your mustache. And can I go to the bathroom, please? I love you, Edna. 5 o'clock. Voice. Fuck you, cupcake.
Shut up.
Fuck you, cupcake.
Cupcake.
Oh, 6:30.
Now you can go home.
Oh, good. I have to change.
Yeah, me
I
too.
have
It's rehearsal at 8.
Oh, God. College was crazy. I mean, wait, didn't you date one of the teachers?
No, that was everyone else. There wasn't any time. They were all getting fired for sexual misconduct. Not all of them. My offender is still on staff. But you know what? I was too busy. I couldn't keep my hands off my hot hipster floor mate, Phil.
Oh, my God. I loved Phil. You do know he was bisexual, right?
Yeah, I know. My major was drama. My minor was fucking gay guys back into the closet.
Phil made a really big point to let me know he was bi.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
Nothing. I'm just saying that Phil made a big, girthy point.
Did something happen? Did you guys hook up?
No, my God, no. Not while you were together.
Okay, well, I don't care. I really don't care about Phil, honestly, because it pissed me off. He used me as a subject for all of his short stories, and one of them, which did get published, was all about how, like, I couldn't be one-on-one with people, that I always needed an audience.
What? I do not think that's true at all. What do you guys think? Always needs to be in front of a crowd.
Okay. And didn't Matt say the same thing about you?
That is so different because you're in counseling working on our issues. Tickets are on sale. Whatever. The worst part about acting school were all the bitter teachers who would constantly tell you how 90% of us will not work as actors. They'd be like, look to your left, look to your right. Most of these people will not work as actors. Your first gig out of college was so scary because you were threatened with failure every single day. But it did happen for me, my first big gig. It's April 2013. I had my headshot and resume ready to go. I'm on the town looking for a job. I saw the people about a Christmas show heading out on the road. And I thought to myself, I gotta go to that open call. So I'm standing in line with 500 other people. And I thought to myself, I hope I'm not one of the 90%. After all, there can only be one. Buddy the Elf.
That's right, Eric was auditioning to play Buddy the Elf in the Christmas Broadway tour musical or whatever of Elf. Nothing screams Christmas spirit in middle America like a gay Jew with a dairy allergy.
The first audition was good. I just didn't know there was going to be 8 more after that. Turns out they need to see you do the same material over and over and over and over again just to make sure you really have what it takes. But I will spare you guys the emotional trauma when I tell you the long story short. She booked. Woo! It was the first big job. I was touring the country as Buddy the Elf. I can't hide my admiration for that perfect combination. Buddy and the world's greatest dad. So I'm gonna try my best to be everything you'd expect of me. And I promise that I won't stop until I'm done. So someday you can say I'm the world's greatest son. The critics agreed. The tour was going really smoothly up until Kentucky. Yeah, I was busy getting ready for bed in my gorgeous master suite at a Super 8. Now, I tripped on my suitcase. I slammed my head into a wall. I was dizzy, disoriented. But the first thought I had was, oh my gosh, I have a concussion. I can't perform tomorrow for opening in Dallas. But you know what? I took a really deep breath. And I said to myself, Eric, everything is going to be okay. And by that I mean I had a full-blown anxiety attack. I called the producer, I said, I can't do the show, I have a concussion. Turns out they were not happy. Yeah, the understudy was not rehearsed, and a lot of the poor people were coming to see that show, so I had to go on. Long story short, I put my big girl pants on, I went out there, and I gave a performance of a lifetime. Mostly thanks to that flirty bear stagehand who gave me a couple Xanny bars right before the show.
Eric, are you endorsing Xanax?
They endorse themselves.
So they were casting the show the next year, and they would not cast me because of that speed bump that I had in Dallas. To be honest, it was fucking bullshit.
Don't be so upset, Eric. Don't feel bad. Like, some of the greatest Americans in the history have suffered from head trauma in Dallas.
Not helpful. Guess who got the last laugh when they needed someone spectacular for the last year of that show? This gay Jew. That's right. I will carry that show with me for the rest of my life. Mostly thanks to severe lower back trauma.
What about you, Esther? Have you ever been on tour a big Broadway hit?
No. But I did have my own reality show. After college, I moved to Hollywood and pursued my career as being a stand-up comedian. Comedy wasn't quite paying the bills. Too bad my landlord didn't accept drink tickets and dick pics. He wanted cash or full nudes. So I did what every starving artist does to make ends meet in Hollywood. I sold body shots to Mexican drug dealers and Japanese businessmen in nightclubs.
Hey girl, you got a BFA.
I do, from NYU.
Big fat ass.
My shop girl boss was named Sprinkle, so you know it's a legit company. Sprinkle Angel Shop Girl. She was this hot Armenian girl with abs of a goddess and a lazy eye, which never stopped anyone from wanting to fuck her. And now she's in jail.
For murder. She killed someone. She took someone's life.
Don't be dramatic, she did kill someone. So one day I get a message from my shady agent at the time that he got me an audition for a docu-series about female comedians. I did not want to go. A docu-series, you see, is a euphemism for reality show. And the only thing that people hate more than female comedians is...
More female comedians.
No, reality stars.
Reality.
So, I was really excited, and I thought thought about it for a moment, took a long, hard look at my chest, which was covered with vodka and body glitter. And I thought, you know what do I have to lose?
You already lost your dignity, so I guess nothing.
I slipped on my padded bra and headed straight to my reality show audition.
They asked her one question. Tell me about yourself.
I didn't stop talking for 2 hours. Turns out they thought I was just crazy enough to be followed around by cameras and fed dialogue by producers. After a bunch of meetings and dozens of fittings later, they finally narrowed the cast down to 6 female comedians starring on the Oxygen Network. Being surrounded by a bunch of mentally ill women that fought and screamed at each other all the time eerily felt familiar for some reason.
Your childhood.
Bingo! Now they were gonna call it Funny Girls, but they went with Pretty Funny. They were gonna do Pretty Funny, they went with Funny Girls, slightly less insulting. They had merch. It was a big cup that said "Drink till she's funny," so you could tell how much faith they had in us. Yeah. So for 3 months they followed around with cameras while I was doing shows, writing jokes, but mostly having breakdowns off Hollywood Boulevard.
I still cannot believe that that girl Stephanie called you a bitch behind your back. It's like, hello, be an adult and say it to your face.
Ugh, Stephanie and I had a confrontation, season 1, episode 6. It was so annoying. Like, I ran a show at Canner's Deli, and I didn't want her to do it because I didn't think she was funny. The producers found out, and they forced us to have a confrontation. I didn't know what to say, so I asked my mom, and she goes, "Just tell her I don't want to hear my name come out of your mouth." I sat down with her, and I said, "Listen, I don't want to hear my name come out of your mouth," and that's the end of the conversation. Then they used that soundbite for every single promo. Every single promo was like, "I don't want to hear my name come out of your mouth," and that's the end of the conversation. Funny Girls on Oxygen.
Oh my god, I love that promo.
I didn't. I thought they hired me to play the victim. Instead, they forced me to be the villain.
You poor thing, come here. Your hair and makeup didn't look that bad. They wanted you to be the Dorinda, but you really look good on you.
Yeah, they pinned me as a Luann, but I rose above and I became a Bethany.
Girl power! Skinny girl power!
That really wasn't the audience takeaway. I was once stopped on the street in New York and some girl was like, "Oh my god, did they force you to be the bitch?" I'm like, "Yeah, they forced me to be the bitch." No, I was a bitch and they caught it on camera. Well, the show was canceled after 1 season. I found out after channel surfing one day and saw that Oxygen was now a crime show network. Which does make sense because it killed my career.
My name's never coming out of your mouth, and I guess then that's the end of the conversation.
Sorry, that was one of my sound clips.
After Funny Girls,
Are you okay?
sorry, I forgot my question. After, but
Oh my gosh. Okay, can you please pick
Give
up
me
the
1
pace? I have like
second.
3 dance numbers against me.
Give me a second, I'm gonna remember. What was I just talking about?
Your canceled TV show.
Um,
You know what? How about I do a dance number and then you can decide your intervals. No. No! Okay, you know what? You always do this.
I always do.
You always do this. We're like filming a sketch or something. You step on my lines, you ad-lib, and you drug me a Joshua
I didn't
tree.
drug you and Joshua. You voluntarily took those mushrooms. Don't start saying that I drugged you.
Well, then you didn't dose it properly.
I pride myself on being really good at dosing.
Okay, so my Propecia, you like told me not to eat anything that day, so I had like a Propecia, a banana,
I told you to drink water, and if I remember correctly, you were like crying on my shoulders, telling me how much you love me and that you saw eye to eye with the universe. I'm pretty sure your exact words were, "I just tasted God and gave him a blowjob under the moon." I think you should be thanking me. Thanks, Esther, for expanding my mind.
No,
Thank
you know what?
Thank
This is why we
you.
should not work together.
You think I wanted to do this impromptu
I'd
collaboration?
rather collaborate with my own mother.
Wow. Leave a little note. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
What, you want to do your dance now?
On point, Lady Marmalade. getting engaged in my wedding.
Oh my God!
What?
Oh, I just remembered I was gonna talk about
What is it?
my wedding. I'm also getting married, so I have like a whole section about as well, like my engagement and stuff. Like, you know what? Let's just move on with the show.
You're right, we gotta finish the show. Let's do it. Okay, let's do the show.
You guys, I just got engaged. Like, oh my God, how did he propose? I'm like, I begged him for 3.5 years. He's perfect though. He's got the 3 things I've always wanted in a man, right, ladies? Because we're only allowed 3. He's tall, yeah. Jewish, cha-ching. Dead mom.
My fiance has everything I want in a man. He has blue eyes, he's not Jewish, and he has bright blue eyes. I can't believe we're both getting married so soon.
I know. My wedding is only 6 pounds away.
Weddings are so stressful.
I know. Oh my gosh. My mom.
My mom, such a fucking
bitch. You know, I was gonna have my mom do this speech at my wedding, but she has this like thick Israeli accent, broken English, and I don't know. Me and Noah were talking about maybe having a friend do it, and we were throwing around some names, and I was wondering if maybe you wanted to do a speech for my wedding.
This is not part of the show. Oh my God. I mean, this is such an honor. Like, there's going to be a ton of industry there. Are you sure?
Oh, for sure, Gersh will be there, and hopefully the whole cast of Maisel, but we're trying to figure out how
This is amazing. Yes, the answer is yes.
Oh, Eric, you're like my sister, except you're invited to my wedding. And we wanted to invite all of you, we really did, but we cannot invite every single person we've ever met. We wanted to keep it to like 300 of our very
It's actually very similar for us because we want to keep it to like an intimate gathering. It was under 200, but of course, my mom has other plans.
You want to talk about it?
No, I really don't want to talk about it.
I'd rather sing.
My mom calls me every day and asks to add people to the waiting list. Yeah. I said, Mom, Eileen Katzenberg can stay at home and want to keep it small like I said. And she wants her Pilates trainer. I think her name is Lisa Maya something. I said, Mom, listen here, we're keeping it small, it's clear. We want it under 200 people. I said, under 200, under 200, under 200 people. I said, under 200, under 200, under 200, how? Then the next day I get a voicemail. She says,
Honey, it's me, I got a question.
I said, if it's about another Jewish person you know, the answer is they're not coming.
Friends and sharers at a camp, I'm gonna talk, and anyone that thinks that your mom.
And then my poor Catholic fiance doesn't know anyone there. The only thing he requested was to keep it under 200 people. He said under 200, under 200, under 200 people. He said under 200, under 200, under 200. You better buy me new silverware. I got this place from Restoration under 200 people. I said under 200, under 200, under 200 people. I said under 200, under 200, under 200 people. One more time. Under 200, under 200, under 200. 200 people. I said under 200, under 200, under 200 people. Amazing. I mean, like, you have like 3 different klezmer bands flying in, and our DJ's a lesbian.
I'm just worried that my dad is going to treat my wedding like an open mic, like he's always wanted to do stand-up, so now it's his time to shine.
No, your dad's not going to do anything to ruin the best day of his life. He's finding the son he always wanted.
Whatever, I'll just light him my pocket.
Wait, shit, I have to go pick up my box. They just finally fixed the bustle.
Right now it's 10:30.
Time is of the essence. We're only 2 weeks away.
Yeah, I mean, we're 2 weeks away, so like... Wait. Eric? When is your wedding?
Every year, probably. Red buckets outside.
Eric, I think we're like kind of getting ahead of ourselves. We're not on Broadway yet.
We're going to announce later our transfer at
The Richard Rogers Theater.
Enjoy, you guys. Have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, we trust you enjoyed tonight's performance.